My name is Sanit Agrawal and my roll number is 2510999116. In this video, I will explain the complete task that I have worked on as a part of this assignment. I will walk through how I created the API credentials, how I collected the YouTube data such as videos, details, and comments, and finally, how I analyzed the data in the HD1 file using sentiment analysis and regression to test some hypothesis. I will show everything step by step. So, here is my credentials.ini file. First, its name was credentialsample.ini, but I have changed its name from credentials.sample to credentials.ini. So, the very step in this task was creating credentials for accessing the YouTube data API. YouTube does not allow anyone to download video data or comments directly, so we need permissions. So I went to Google Cloud Console and created a new project and enabled the YouTube data API for it. Then I generated the API key as you can see here. This API key is very important because it works like a password for my Python code and allows it to request data from YouTube. Without this key, if we try to collect anything, YouTube will simply reject that request. So this small file here basically connects my project to the YouTube server. Now we will move to the collect.ipynb file. After setting up the API, I moved to the second part of the code, which is data collection. In this file, I wrote the code to fetch video details based on the channels and keywords that I selected. The code sends a request to the YouTube API and it returns information such as video ID, title, publishing date, likes, duration, and channel name. I have taken the keywords like Kashi, Varanasi, Ganga Aarti, etc. and these are my codes for the news channels. Here I have taken four news channels. After setting, after collecting video information, the next part fetches comments for those videos. Each video has unique ID. So using that ID, I made another API call to collect user commands from YouTube. These commands are important because they show the reaction and opinions of the audience. Now, here at the end, my both the files have been created, comments have been collected, and videos have been collected for all the four channels. And finally, I saved this collected data into two separate CSV files, videos.csv, which contains all the video details, and the comments.csv, which contains all the comments written by viewers. These two files are the main raw data for the analysis part. Now we will move to the hd1.ipynb file. Now coming to the most important part. The main role of this file was to analyze the data that we collected. Here I performed sentiment analysis to understand whether the text is positive or negative. I also used regression analysis to test whether some video factors influence the way people comment. Here I wrote to the sentiment function using text block. The text block gives a polarity score between -1 and +1. Positive value means the sentence is positive and the negative value means the sentence is negative emotion and near zero value means it is neutral. I have applied this function on video titles and comments. After applying sentiment, I merged both datasets using video ID so all useful columns come together. Then I removed missing values because machine learning models cannot work properly. Another small challenge was the duration format which comes like pt1 to m3. So I use small simple functions to convert it into seconds. This makes duration easy to use in regression. Here I have taken the E2 code for performing my task. Now we will move to the H1 part of this code. The first hypothesis check if the tone of the video title affects the emotion of the comments. The assumption could be a positive title might attract positive comments, but after running aggression, The result showed a very weak relationship. That means viewers don't just react based on the title, they react based on the video actually contains. As this is my output for the H1, as you can see in this graph. Now we will move to H2. The second hypothesis checks if videos with a lot of likes gets more positive comments. Many people think more likes means more people are happy with the video, but our regression showed that likes and sentiment are not strongly connected. People may like a video but still complain in comments. Likes are usually just a quick button click. Now you can see my graph for the H2, likes versus comment sentiment. Now we'll move to the H3 part. The third hypothesis checks if the length of the video changes the mood of the comments. Maybe long videos may make people bored or angry, or short videos leave people confused. But again, the regression result showed weak relation. The, the duration doesn't decide how people felt. Now, this is my graph for the H3. So, the final conclusion from this task is that the sentiment of comments is not controlled strongly by the external factors such as title sentiment, number of likes, or the duration. People's comment based on their own opinions and experience after watching the video. This project taught me how to clean data, merge multiple files, calculate sentiment scores, and run aggressively regression analysis to test relationship in the data. Thank you.